I honestly can't believe this game is like 20 years old now, or at least it will be 20 in December of this year. I'm talking about Sonic Heroes from very late in 2003. It was a game that, well, platform, adventure game where you can control three characters as you, I guess, complete various stages, similar to what you see in every, platform Sonic game, whether it be 2D or 3D. And this is a game that honestly doesn't get talked about nearly as much as it should. And the reason I say that is because it had a pretty unique like dynamic in terms of gameplay because you got to choose between like four different teams. You got Team Rose, Sonic, you got Team Dark, and you got Chaotix. And basically, the cutscenes and like the stages and the fact that everybody had their own like specialty or special attribute, whether it be speed, power, or flying, it kind of made that particular game really unique because ever since like before Sonic Heroes came out, you never really saw a game with those type of gameplay mechanics and emphasis on the things that I just mentioned. And after that, you didn't see too many games like Sonic Heroes either. And I'm shocked that this game never really got a direct sequel, considering how popular it was following its release. And I do feel that it was definitely overshadowed on game systems like the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, and it probably stood out the most on GameCube because GameCube was more geared towards kids and all that stuff. But the PS2, there were just too many games on that particular console to a point where I feel like it would only have just appealed to a niche audience. But ever since its release, Sonic Heroes managed to, I think, break over 3.4 million copies in sales within a couple of years. So, as it currently stands, I mean, it has sold more than Sonic Frontiers, which came out back in December of 2022, which managed to reach over 2.9 million units in sales. But it's quite possible that Sonic Frontiers could end up surpassing Sonic Heroes because it hasn't even been a year yet. We're not even halfway. Like through the year, like yet or anything like that. So it's quite possible that Sonic Frontiers can end up selling more. But it'd be cool if Sega decided to do something special with Sonic Heroes. I don't think it's likely to happen because they got bigger fish to fry. But the thing is, Q4 of 2023 is going to mark the 20-year anniversary of Sonic Heroes, and I'm actually shocked that Sega never remastered the game. 10 years ago or anything like that because it would have looked nice on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One or even the Wii U console, and I mean, hell, it could have even been remastered for Nintendo Switch console, but, for whatever reason, they just decided not to do that. And honestly, I do feel that remastering Sonic Heroes would be better than a brand new Sonic 3D game. And don't get me wrong, Sonic Frontiers is actually pretty good, and a lot of people had nothing but good things to say about it. But at the same time, there are definitely games from the past that people would love to see remastered more than a brand new 3D Sonic game. I mean, a lot of people are still waiting for Sonic Adventure 2 to get remastered. Sonic Adventure 1 deserves a, current generation, remastered, port for the PlayStation 5 or Nintendo Switch or what have you. But, I don't know. It doesn't seem like Sega's really too big on remastering old 3D games for the most part because the 2000s could be looked at as somewhat of a dark time period for Sonic games. Outside of, I guess, like the Sonic Advance series and, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. But yeah, Sonic Heroes, I think, is definitely underrated. I wouldn't necessarily call it a gem, but it was a game that ended up becoming a lot better than a lot of people thought it would be. It sold more than a lot of people thought it would. And it would be cool if Sega did something special for that game during its 20-year anniversary, but it doesn't seem like that's promised. Hopefully, that's something that they take into consideration, and hopefully they'll at least acknowledge the fact that, this year marks the 20-year anniversary of the Sonic Heroes game that came out back in 2003.